Hi tamers, just a quick reminder before we start this video. We are still doing the Secret Crisis Booster Box giveaway. All you have to do to enter that raffle is come check out our last video, Battle of the Boxes. Make sure you like that video and comment your favorite Digimon and make sure you're subscribed and you'll automatically enter that raffle. And we'll pick a winner once we have enough entry. So make sure you do that. Enjoy this video. Hello guys, welcome to the first edition of What's in the Deck Box. We are here in Top Deck Games, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, with my boys,
Crowing
and D.
Hello, D.
Today we'll be featuring Leomon.
Yes, sir.
And we have our master here, D, to explain his list.
All right, D, you want to tell me what's in the deck box?
Yeah. So, pure Leo. I am not venturing too far out of the archetype. This has been a deck that I've been waiting to have together for pretty much since EX2, really. Since EX2, yeah. Initially, yes. Initially was the the blue base, blue green base. You had the Jerry's. I mean, the whole concept of it started because one of my buddies, the Leomon player, and huge on removal and deletion, and I just got tired of being deleted for free. So I really wanted to
The sacrificial hero.
Yeah. I
Time to punish.
The real idea behind the deck was to just be annoying when you delete me. It's like, all right, if you want to control the board, I'm just going to be annoying about it, right? I'll leave, but you're going to drag me out of here. I'm leaving kicking and screaming. So.
What's crazy is that Bandai kind of agrees with you on that.
Yes,
Built the support to do that as well.
I mean, something about the letters I wrote them.
Yeah, your uncle works there.
No, I happened to find out where one of them lived. No big deal.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Just keep the Leomon support coming, please.
You want to break down your list for us?
Yeah. So I'll start backwards. I'll start with the options. Starting off, we have 2 agility trainings. I try to be, try to stay lean down, but yeah, good searcher. Doesn't bottom deck anything, which I am paranoid of bottom decking stuff in my decks. That's just kind of my my cross to bear. But yeah, 2 agilities, you know what they do. You love them. Next we have 2 double typhoons. It's another good searcher that doesn't really bottom deck too much for me in the way I have the deck constructed. That's just something that I like to avoid. I don't want to I get real FOMO when I'm playing the game. So
don't want to lose your pieces.
Yeah. And we're foreshadowing a little bit with this here. We're foreshadowing with the double typhoon.
Calm down, Martin Scorsese.
Right. So we're coming into more of the M Night. There's a twist. Tamers. First ones up, we got Mimi. If you're running green, you can throw Mimi in there. She's good, solid memory setter. A lot of times, you can finish game with a rookie coming out the back. It really.
Plus, pretty easy for you to proc that as well.
Yeah,
because your guys with fortitude come back.
Yeah, they're pretty sticky.
Yeah, plus the threat of always the back row coming out for that extra string makes them. Oh no, he has a Mimi.
Yeah. You got to think about it.
1.0.
Yes. So got Mimi there. Next up, I'll run her at 2. Just all the Tamers, I have them at 2 right now. None of them. I've swapped them out at 3. None of them felt too great at 3 in my hand. So we got 2 of each one. Next, we got Taiga.
Spicy.
Yes. The reduction, because Heavy Leo is 4 to go into, a lot of times it is difficult to go into him while keeping turn. So Taiga helps with the reduction of that. And then also the extra DP, helps me get over larger bodies that I would typically struggle with, such as what's the big bug, Tyrant Cabotary, the huge problem. Davis was a problem at one point in time before, so just big bodies were a little bit of an issue. Taiga helps with that.
Unfortunately, Taiga doesn't have enough support to
to kind of play herself out. You know,
It'll be coming. I think it'll be coming with the new Dino stuff. With the Dinomon, I believe, right?
yeah. There's a
Is it the Dinomon? Whatever it is.
it's Dynamite.
The new. I think everyone's gonna be putting this guy in there. It's kind of a no-brainer here.
Yeah.
Get one memory. I mean, for me, having blocker on something that without you having to utilize my 5, it comes in handy. It's just a really good
And
card.
honestly, this card you can just plug into any color.
Yeah,
Crazy how good this card is.
yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Very good. I think it's underrated still, honestly.
Yeah,
Not everybody wants to play him.
I mean,
He's crazy.
the
Just
price.
wait for Royal Mix.
Come on, get out of here.
Show
Go.
up.
You don't want
And we're moving on.
Yeah, before he gets idea.
All right. So this is these are the options and tamers. It's not too much, nothing too crazy. Really like.
Do you have another way to have blocker in your deck?
Yes, just one other way through inherited.
Okay.
Oh,
Through inherited. So that was a good question. Next, got Imperial. We got Imperial Paladin Mode Ace here. 7. I go back and forth with the 7s. So it's either between this one or the Chaos, the DNA Chaos.
Play out your guys again. Fortitude.
Yeah, but it's like so partition. It's better in thought. Like it's better when I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, it'd be so dope to play out the ace again. Does it actually happen? No. What ends up happening is the Chaos Mon ends up, losing me the game because I got stalled out or something.
Insecurity.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Paladin Ace, he's fine. He's 16K. He's a big body.
right.
I can blast into him. I can mess up anyone who's dealing with their trash. Anyone who wants to play with it.
Beats Beelzemon.
Right. One of the decks I struggle with personally is like Leviathan, just because Fortitude really plays into what Leviathan wants to see.
Right.
So yeah, Leviathan really hurts me. So Paladin is something.
Put all those Levias right back at the bottom.
There you go, brother. Get them up in there. So
I mean,
Have fun with your
that's
mighty
a good,
push.
a good pack.
yeah, he made the roster.
Although Liv Iamon, he'll just forge himself out. It doesn't matter. So
I don't want to watch
Plan
the
for, like,
shenanigans. I don't want to deal with the hard plan for
Okay.
I have no problem doing that.
And you can also save yourself from decking out.
Yes, that
How about
too.
people think about that?
That too, and especially with
a
what
better
people are-
version of Merciful.
Yeah, I mean, especially with what people are doing with Devas now. The whole Shoto onto Mother D and just being great people. Being great people. Yeah. Here we go. We have the star, or the main monster, main Digimon here. HeavyLeomon.
Big boy.
Yes, HeavyLeomon. He's got Fortitude. It is when Digivolving on deletion. A lot of people confuse that. They think it's on play. It is not. It is when Digivolving on deletion. He'll de-Digivolve 1 and he'll bot deck a 6K. At the end of his attack, if there's a 4K on the board, he will bottom deck it. If nothing is bottom decked, he unsuspends once per turn. It is huge. It is
Another swing.
Yeah, it's another swing. He is my he is the win con. He's what you would like to have out. He's just very disruptive. He's a very disruptive body. It's
Your main goal is to get him out, right? Like the main line is Heavy Leo.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Heavy Leo. This is the one I want to go into. This is where I want to be. And you'll see later on I have I run a little bit of the double typhoon package. So this with Alliance. It's just it's just nasty.
I've also noticed you use his unsuspend defensively.
Yes.
He can't just be swung over.
Yes.
When you Digivolve into him with your 5s,
Yes.
you will unsuspend at the end of attack, and now you can't just beat over your Heavy Leo.
And sometimes it's like a feint. It's like sometimes it's like I'll leave him unsuspended as like having you think like, okay, that's weird. Why didn't he take that other swing? When really I'm bluffing.
Mind games.
Yeah, I got it. Or I'll leave him suspended, being kind of daring you to delete him or daring you to get rid of him. Biggest weakness, is bouncing. So if I get bounced, that'll I do not like decks that bounce. I'm not a fan of bouncing, bottom decking. Yeah. Some Mirage. Yeah,
They're all on deletion.
Yes. We want to fight. We want to be deleted. We want to hit options that delete. We do not like bottom decking. So giant missile. I got a giant missile for you. Yeah. We don't. Yeah. Giant missile.
I'll be on Cuba.
Not fun. Next mega here, we got SaberLeomon Ace. Yes, the new one. And this is great. This is phenomenal. It's an ace. It's an in-name archetype. A lot of my searches for my rookies search for things with Leomon in the name. He fits that. It used to be Bancho. This used to be Bancho Leomon. It used to be Cherubimon Ace. It used to be Mega Gargo Ace.
But now you have an in archetype.
Now I have an Ace. I'm still, working out all the different scenarios to use them. Whether just slamming them down for the 7, suspending something, -8.
-8 to 2, right?
To 2. Yeah. 2 suspended. They have to be suspended. Unfortunately, you can't, put the 8 on 1. I was hoping that I can double it up, get -16 with that.
2 separate. Yeah.
Not Digimon. Can't have everything. Yeah. I would like it.
But you can also offensively digivolve into him with the 5. Right?
Yes.
So can he suspend himself?
Yes.
It's like heavy.
So the way he unsuspends is they gotta have nothing. Yeah. Nothing has to be under. Everything has to be suspended.
Or gone.
Yeah. If everything's suspended or there's nothing on the board, then he unsuspends. So a lot what I've been running into, the most common uses, like I'll have my 5 out on the board, and my 5 just swung. He didn't die, so he's just sitting there, and people are so tempted to either try to swing over it or just swing in general. Yeah, and if it's just that body there, or even if you only have 2, I blast into this, suspend the 1, which I also ran into. It is important which effect you use first, because he has 2 when digivolving.
But you need to suspend his guys.
Right. So the DP reduction. So the first one is the on play when digivolving. 2 your opponent suspended Digimon get -AK to the end of the turn. And then the second one, the when digivolving when attacking, is suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if they have no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon unsuspends. So it does matter.
Sequencing correctly.
Right? Yeah. It matters a little bit. So it's a little bit of thinking. But yeah, a lot of times, you just suspend the Digimon, unsuspend, and then minus the AK to them. Block. Nice. Yeah, just do some damage here. Yeah,
I haven't seen it in action yet, but I don't want to see you in our locals.
It is. I missed yesterday, unfortunately, but he is very very much like the heavy. He's like the heavy where I can get 2 checks off potentially,
right?
Depending on the board state.
Alliance.
Same thing with. I definitely want Alliance on this one here because I am paranoid of Ace cards. Yeah. You don't want Ace cards.
I personally think Heavy Leo is one of the best decks for Ace Digimon.
Yes.
So 4 to 2.
Yes.
So you having an in archetype one is very powerful.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one here. Like Cherubi Ace was really good. So I mean, if you're looking to not do the whole tribal route, then Cherubi Ace is a great addition. But no, I gotta say Leo. I gotta say no. 4 wasn't. 4 was too much.
Yeah,
4 was
too many megas.
Yeah, 4 was too much, especially with the Ace at the top. A lot of times my hand is just 5s and 6s. And so, that's hard enough as is.
Yeah. Having to play a loader Leomon for 8.
Yeah, 7. They're all 7. So, I also was experimenting with the Talakmon. It didn't really pan out too well. 'Cause,
is the only nature spirit Saber?
Yes. Still waiting on that nature spirit 4.
Or
so,
any nature spirit.
Just the nature spirit Leomon at the 4 would be very helpful. Fives, I'll do a double feature for the fives because they're pretty much the same. They're the same. So we have Loader Leo and we have Grapp Leo. Loader is your DP reduction. Grapp is your bottom deck. So Loader is going to minus 3k to anybody on the board, and that's to the end of your opponent's turn. So this lingers. Things that are like unaffected for the turn. They may not take the reduction then, but as soon as it becomes their turn, the reduction kicks in. So
Magna X.
yes, you can hit Magna X, you can hit Tyrant, you can hit anything that says unaffected. It will, as long as it, except Feng Long, he's
Just always.
yeah. But you get the point.
It's really hard.
Yeah. And
Which of the two would you rather see in your hand?
it's all situational, really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all situational. So it's like it depends on what I'm what I'm looking at, right? So if I don't want my opponent filling their trash,
Right.
then I'm leaning towards the Grapp. So when in the new Maimon matchup, I love seeing Grapp Leo. Love seeing Grapp Leo when new Maimon was going rampant.
Yeah,
I would hard play it for 7. I would just throw him out there.
Yeah.
makes sense.
I would just throw him out there and say, deal with it. It was just so satisfying bottom decking that new May X.
Right.
It is nice. It is.
So it's all situational. It depends because they are on play when digivolving. So either way, you're gonna digivolve up into them to get the effect off.
And then when they fortitude, they get it again.
Yes, yes. So it can happen twice. So you're potentially looking at 6k. You're potentially looking at bottom decking 2 4Ks or less. They are solid cards. I wouldn't even mess around with another 5. It's these guys all the way. Right, we're gonna go
Good.
to the 4s. I'm gonna do my least favorite first.
That's crazy.
BT14 Leo.
That's crazy.
BT14 Leo. Yeah. Like he's representing this. This is the one I would like a Native Spirits Leo.
Some kind of replacement.
It's a very niche effect. Is when attacking. I have to be attacking something with higher DP than myself, which he's at 4k. You can warp into a 6. So say I'm, looking at my opponents, even if they're like 5k, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're 5k and I got this guy out here. If I really want to get a board presence going early, I'll swing at that warp here, get
What's
the
the digivolve cost of doing that?
It is 6.
6, right?
It is 6. So
It's expensive.
it is expensive. And it doesn't. There's very few cases.
6 for a early mega.
Yeah,
It's a good trade-off.
It's going ultimate mega because it's 3/3, but
I know you want to have like a Shine Gray engine doing that, like for free.
So there's
+2.
there's times when it makes sense. There's really times when it makes sense, and especially with the Shoto, it's actually not as bad. So if I got Shoto Mimi on, I'm at 4, and I push this Leo out the back. I have options, right? I have multiple options, which he does provide. He with EX7, he definitely became a lot more useful. Just because I'll be at 4 instead of just like the solid 3, and then any chance to like not give my opponent that much memory to respond to what I just did to them. And then the heavy would unsuspend himself, at the end of it.
Well, a Digimon.
Yeah, as long as they don't have like a 4K on the board, which he should have bottom decked with the on Digivolve already, either bottom decked or swung over or whatever I'm swinging at.
Right.
So yeah, it's not you're not really keeping turn, like unless my opponent put me to something crazy. I like
against security control.
Yeah. He's good. He's good.
You get to dodge and attack.
Yeah. Inherited 2k DP, which is really helpful for like those big bodies.
What is Heavy's DP originally? 12?
13.
13. So he's
Yeah.
15, 15,
Heavy's
pretty
13.
big.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, if you have like the tigers out,
Yeah.
it start adding up.
Getting over birth modes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I mean, and even if I want to go for the undulation, right? You know, with the heavy, like if it's something that I know is bigger, you know, swing into it, swing in, you know, digivolve, get the de-digivolve 1. You know, I'll die, and then you know do the undulations. If it's the Electmon there, that's going to de-digivolve again, so that's 3D digivolves. Yeah, there's it comes up, but it's not. You know, you're like,
it doesn't feel optimal.
No,
yeah,
no,
it's an option, but it's
exactly
the Hail Mary.
Exactly. That's exactly yeah. Okay, so other fours, Leomon. This one is the one that you want to see. This is this is the combo piece. Actually, I'll just go ahead and show the other one there too. Leomon and Leo X. These two are a problem. These are like they're doing damage when these two come out here. And this is where the flexibility, this is where Leo X really opens up like the flexibility of the deck and what I can do in the lower ranges. So I'll push out, typically I'll push out my Leo. I don't really care to digivolve in the back or not. I don't have to push a rookie out.
Right.
So Leo will come out. And here's where the choices start, because he can attack and digivolve for a reduced cost. He digivolve into a card with Leomon in the name, reducing it by 1. That's just when attacking. I can go into here for free, which it's free anyway. Just to if I think I can cheese out the fortitude of Leo X. Or you go into one of your 5s. Yeah, you go into one of your 5s for 2. Yeah, but being able to do that when attacking is...
What does Leo X do?
So Leo X, when digivolving, it's minus 3k. His all turns is when X antibody or Leomon is underneath of it, he has blocker and fortitude.
Ooh.
Yes, so I don't want to have Leo X on top of a rookie. For 1, it costs 3, and for 2, I don't get the fortitude. You still get the minus 3k, which is helpful sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta
blow up a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's gotta blow up. You gotta get rid of those floodgates. If you are playing against Leomon, I would just say don't even bother throwing floodgates out. It's
just gonna get open deck. DP minus.
Unless you're doing it for free, you're really just wasting your time. It's going to be gone when I digivolve. It's not going to stay there.
Floodgates never really survive more than 1 turn.
Floodgates, searchers. I mean, and you guys seen it. I don't leave anything on the board.
Big guys. You got to put big guys out.
Big bodies.
Super big. They're going to get de-digivolved 3 times.
Yeah, your best. If you can hard slam something, so Royal Knights, Royal Knights.
Yeah, I get you to 1 member.
Yeah.
Royal Knights
was a struggle because it's it's a mega that's just
what do you de-digivolving bottom deck?
Yeah, which the X antibody does come in handy, right? So the play is do the win attacking, go into the X minus 3k to something, hit security. I'm looking to be deleted here.
Right.
I'm looking to be deleted in security there. So then he'll
fortitude himself.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So he'll fortitude. It'll come back out minus another 3k.
Digivolve target.
Right. And depending on which one was out there, you took 6 away. Now I'm like, okay, do I want to further that? I'm like, do another 3. Do I want are they within range? If they're in the 4k, then you go into the Grapp.
Yeah.
Just it's just all types of removal. This one made the Cherubi Ace play very, very explosive.
Yeah.
It's only for the turn, so when if you're surviving that, then you had it anyway. That thing wasn't going anywhere anyway. So yeah, these are the 4s that I want to see here. I went up in the 4 count. Usually I do 10. I just did 1 more. I just did 1 more just because the Leo X going X anybody on top, I realize I'm going through my force a lot faster.
Okay.
So I found that 11 is the good number. 11 is a good number. I don't, you know, my hand's not flooded with them, and I'm not like struggling to find them.
And you need Leos for Leo X.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Now we're getting into the rookies here. We have the
boy.
Yes. We have the to follow up with the double typhoon. We have the Terrier and the Lop. Just, you know, good rookies to add in. Terrier helps my get my tamers out cheaper. Lop is the aggression. A lot of the time I will throw the Lop out. Like, so if I have Mimi out and I promote the Leomon from the back, promote the Leomon from the back, I'll throw a Lop out, give it Alliance, you know,
did you
swing, get the 2 checks. Just give me more chances to
die.
Yes,
fortitude yourself.
Exactly, and start digging through. Start just chipping away at the security. Their inheritors are good if I have to go on top of them. When it's suspended, it gets 1K. This is where this Leomon does come in handy as well.
Big.
Yeah, because this Leomon can go on top of them for cheaper. It's one less memory, but as we all know, that one memory can come into play. It can either hurt you or.
When you only have 2 setters, 1 memory is important.
Yes, exactly. Now the other rookies, we'll double feature going here since they're friends. We have Leomon and Leomon. These are the main, the main line rookies. They both digivolve on top of the egg, which is Fremon or Frymon for 0. That's the black text for them. 2 searchers. One is looking in security. The other is looking top 5 for Leomon.
Just one?
Just one.
But it is top 5.
Just one. It's so
very deep search.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is the unbrick my hand. This is the what's in security. Just check out.
They both grab Leos.
Yes, they both are grabbing Leomon. Of course, you recover if you take one with the Lyle. Situational. It all depends on what your hand is looking like. If I have 5 to 6, but I'm missing the 4. A lot of the times I kind of just use Lyle anyway. He's I want to see early on. I want to see what's in my security, so I'll just hard slam him out just to kind of get a feel for what type of defense I'm looking at. When I was running Heaven's Judgment, it was a lot. It was a lot.
You would know if one is in there.
Yeah. It was a lot better
information.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to see what type of defense I got. Now he really is just being nosy. Let's just being nosy.
Get Leomon.
I don't use I don't use him as the searcher as much. He's usually my digivolve.
You want his inheritable.
Yes, and so they're in inheritables. They have on deletion. Leomon's going to digivolve 1. Lyle's going to minus 2K. So
stack that with the loader.
Yes.
Doing minus
7
total, 8, something like that.
Yeah. So the other, so pretty much that's the deck. I'll start going through some of the things
and the eggs inheritable.
So the egg is when attacking. If this Digimon has Leomon in the name, you draw 1, which is why I don't venture out too far outside of the Leomon name, and why the same. So a lot of the times that when attacking, kind of like it'll unbreak your hand, or if you really want to do like the Destiny draw with the 4,
My deck has no.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have what you need.
I've seen you do it enough times that I believe in it.
Like, you know what? I'll get it when I draw. You swing and it's a tamer, and
Right. So, quick question for you: how often does your opponent forget that Leomon has digivolved?
Very, very often. I think a lot of people don't see Leomon too often,
right?
In general, so. That's another thing that you can you catch people off guard. They're not really expecting they're not really expecting all the control, the control that the deck has. So that's,
You probably don't warn them either.
I mean, it depends on the setting.
If they ask, you'll
yeah. If you ask,
if you let the other person on the other side of that, you'd be like, sure about that?
yeah, exactly. Like, I'll warn you a little bit. If you're a little irritating, then I'll kind of just, I'll just
oh no, you deleted my.
wipe the floor with you. I'm like, nah, let's end this match real quick. Right? But some of the things I want to see firsthand,
like show me an optimal first hand.
Optimal first hand. We're looking at the Elect. We're looking at the Leo. That's like a flex one there. I typically like my loader, my heavy, and then any one of the tamers, but typically Mimi, right?
Right.
So like this is the hand. Like,
do you want to go first or second this deck? Quick question.
It depends on the matchup.
So alive, I guess you don't get to pick, but you just have to roll.
So if, all right, I'll put it like this: if I'm going first, and this is the hand, a lot of the times what I'm going to do is I'm just going to digivolve here for the one, right? So digivolve, I'm going to, and anyone who's doing this, make sure you didn't, announce that it's going to be for one. Don't draw your card and then go, actually one.
Yeah,
so,
pay your memory first.
But yeah, sometimes I'll just use it as a choke because I know I have the response. With the tamer in there, though, of course, I'm just going to give you the 4.
You just 0 and then 4.
See a tamer, play a tamer.
You get 3.
Yeah. Next turn, I'm coming out. Depending on what you put out there, my opponent put something out on the board. Next turn, I'm looking to come out, go into my Leo, and then just start the shenanigans right away. The good thing about the deck is the removal is happening passively, which is really helpful. It's really beneficial. So if this was the card, if this was in the hand, then I'm still doing the same thing. I'm attacking. Typically, it's like a searcher or some type of 3 out there that I'm responding to. So I'll swing, go into the it's not going to be there regardless.
Yeah, it's getting
like unless you have means to bottom deck me that early, or you have some type of bottom deck option card in security. Nah, man. Like then there's not many things you can throw out turn 1 that's going to survive, or that I plan on watching it survive. If I can leave it out there.
Play a tamer first.
Yeah.
Set up.
If there's if my turn comes back and my opponent's just like raised up in the back, just wait. Be patient.
Yeah.
Digivolve in the back. See what you got. If you get a Lyle, throw it out there. See what's going on. A lot of the times, unfortunately, this poor little guy is he is the bait. I'm throwing him out there just to give my opponent something to interact with. If they're hiding him back, I notice a lot of people act when you put something on the board. So I'll throw this out there.
Try and respond.
Yeah, so I'll get a search over, get the respond, and then they push the Digimon out, and I'm like, nice. Like now,
you're going to the bottom of the deck, buddy.
Now we can play. Yeah, some of the other things I want to see. I'd like to have the Lop in hand.
The only way to search them is with Typhoon, right?
Typhoon to search them, yeah. But honestly, the deck, you draw so much.
Right.
So let's say this stack here. Let's say I got really lucky, right? And we're out here. I got the Mimi. Love this play, man. Love just playing Lop, giving the alliance there.
2 checks now.
Yeah, we got 2 checks.
16K or something.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. It is. Even if I die in the security, I mean everything that's happening. Yeah. I'm gonna recover 1, which is why Leo X is phenomenal. And we're digivolving 3 times actually, because the one bleed from the heavy. So
you dramatically affect the board.
yeah.
Regardless of if you die or not, you're dramatically affected.
So like this is essentially like what you want to see. This is what I want to see right here. I want to see this stack.
For the Digivolve, you can target 2 different targets, right?
For the Digivolve, yeah. It doesn't have to be
separate props.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the time, I learned this the hard way when I was playing against Mickey. I Digivolve the burst mode, and then he just
Bursted again.
And I was like, okay, all right.
Hey, you gained a bunch of memory.
Yep.
And lost your guy.
Yeah, that was silly. So,
and you don't want to Digivolve where you could also start to with an ace.
Yes. So just be careful.
You'll nuke something down to 3 and then bottom deck.
Be careful what you're Digivolving. You know, it's I know Davis is a little tricky. Davis is a little tricky sometimes with their deletion. I think the green one like bottom decks something, or does it delete?
The green one, I believe you gain memory when you play option, and they also draw, right?
They do something weird. I don't know.
All I ever know is Spanglon comes out and they get minus 16.
I mean, and all their aces like on deletion.
But that's the
next question for you. What's your best matchup? What's your worst matchup?
That's a great question. Best matchup, things that like to stay low. Numémon, I think I've matched up really well into Numémon. Anything that doesn't bottom deck or bounce, right?
So you want deletion. You want against red hybrid is great.
Yes. But I mean, so red hybrid is like an arms race. Honestly, right. It's a race because they have their tamers there. I don't really interact with tamers. I was running Grandis for a little bit. I found that I was kind of just going out of my way to
win more card.
Yeah. It wasn't really serving me too much. So I just went back to my original game plan, and if I get it, I get it.
Struggle with Mirage. Ancient
pretty much any blue.
Yeah, just all the blue stuff.
Yeah, blue stuff is rough. Green stuff. The tyrant was a huge problem just because of its
affected.
It's not only is it unaffected, but it's also bottom decking. So some of those decks I play a little more passive. I'll hang out in the back more. And wait.
Get the big guys out.
Yeah. Like I'll just set up. I'll wait for them. The Tyrant's terrible, man. It's an uphill battle.
Only like 8 people in the country play it.
But Tyrant. When I see the bugs come out, I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is gonna be a struggle here. Like we're not having a good time. It just does too much. It just the Grandis, with the Grand Quagga deleting a tamer, which I don't have any way to get them back.
You only have 6.
Yeah. So it's control. It's control, but it's also there's some aggression to it. In the end. So
all right. D, thanks for showing us what's in the deck box.
Hey,
hanging out.
Appreciate you.
We'll have to get you on the next one. You got to build another deck. You got to like another deck.
Build it.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys want to see the jank bang, it's.
We do want to see the jank.
I have seen it.
I got
glorious.
Got a lot of things cooking.
Maybe you can run us through a purple save someday.
You know what?
Let's leave that. No, you leave that thing where it is, man. Makes all the worse for the wear.
Right.
Thank you, D.
Appreciate it.
Tamers Alliance. Behave out there, guys.
All right, so that's the Leomon deck when featured today. So check out the description for the deck list. And if you want to come see us and play with us, we are here in Top Deck Games on Thursday in our local. So check us out.
PM.
Yep. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, see ya.
Thank you.